Hello, and welcome to Reads Being Refined by the Fires. I am having a not so good day. I have let the devil once again get the best of me, but I have to remember that God is in control. Always and forever will be. I feel really bad because I forgot the anniversary of my podcast was August 8th of last year. And here we are in the middle of September. And that is so not like me because I am always on it. And it's not because of my brain stroke, because I go over and beyond now. I check and go back and check to make sure, because I don't want anybody to say, oh, well, she had her stroke. So no. I don't want to depend on my disability because I'm not disabled. I'm God abled. And God can do all things through people. So I ran across this Daily Bread article, God is in control. And I'm like, that's right. God is in control, not the devil. So here's the article. It's based on Job 1, 6 through 12, and then 20 through 22. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. Job 1 through 21. 1:21. God is in Control by Leslie Coe. Carol couldn't understand why it was happening all at once, as if work wasn't bad enough. Her daughter fractured her foot in school, and she herself came down with a severe infection. What did I do to deserve this? Carol wondered. All she could do was ask God for strength. Job didn't know why calamity had hit him so hard either. Pain and loss far greater than what Carol had experienced. There is no indication he was aware of the cosmic battle for his soul. Satan wanted to test Job's faith, claiming he turned from God if he lost everything God had given him. When disaster struck, Job's friends insisted he was being punished for his sins. That wasn't why, but he must have wondered, why me? And guys, I had a why me moment too after I had my brain stroke. After I had my last baby, and I was just like, why God? Why now? Why me? Why? But I didn't get an answer right then. But over the years, I've come to see, little bits and pieces have come to mind as I've gotten better. Because I've spent pretty much the first year of her life in the hospital and going through therapy. But thank God for therapy and the therapists that I had, the doctors that saved my life, and my husband, who was God's coworker, who found me gurgling with our newborn 7-day-old baby. Well, she wasn't 7 days old yet, but the 8th of December was the 7th day because she came on the 1st. Because God had decided he had some unfinished business with me to turn my life around. Thanks be to God. So, but no, I had a Job moment where I was like, why me? Why now? Why? I mean, because this was my husband's, we were having his only child. So, but anyway, well, what he didn't know was that God had allowed it to happen. Just like with me, God allowed me to have my brain stroke. Job's story offers a powerful lesson about suffering and about faith. We may try to discover the reason behind our pain, but perhaps there's a bigger story behind the scenes that we won't understand in our lifetime. Like Job, we could hold on to what we do know. God is in full control. It's an easy thing to say, but in the midst of his pain, Job kept looking to God and trusting in his sovereignty. The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. May we too keep trusting in God no matter what happens, and even when we don't understand. So that was the my daily bread reading on August 6th, 2024. And then on August 30th, What's in Your Hand was another daily bread entry based on Exodus 4, 1 through 5. Then the Lord said to him, "What is in your hand?" "A staff," he replied. A few years after I received salvation and dedicated my life to God, I felt him directing me to lay down my journalism career. As I put down my pen and my writing went into hiding, I couldn't help feeling that one day God would call me to write for his glory. During my years of wandering in my personal wilderness, I was encouraged by the story of Moses and his staff in Exodus 4. Moses, who was raised in Pharaoh's palace, had a promising future, fled Egypt, and was living in obscurity as a shepherd when he learned and was a shepherd when God called him. Moses must have thought he had nothing to offer God, but he learned that he can use anyone for anything for his glory. "What's in your hand?" God asked. "A staff," said Moses. God said, "Throw it to the ground." Moses' ordinary staff became a snake. When he grabbed the snake, God turned it back into the staff. This sign was given so the Israelites would believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, had appeared to Abraham. The God had appeared to you. As Moses threw down his staff and took it back up again, I laid down my career as a journalist in obedience to God. Later, he guided me to pick up my pen again, and now I'm writing for him. We don't need much to be used by God. We can simply serve him with the talents he's given us. Not sure where to start? What's in Your Hand? By Nancy Gavilans. So, with that in mind, I still feel horrible about missing my own anniversary. It's like missing one of my baby's birthdays, their first birthday. I even was at Zon's birthday party, help plan it. But I feel really bad, guys. And I'd like to sell some bowling pins. Work on making some custom bowling pins for the anniversary of the first year of my podcast, Reeds Being Refined by the Fires. And I'm thinking about selling them for $15 plus shipping. I'll have to go and get prices on how much it costs to ship the pens, and right now I'm still working on the design. So, but I'd love to be able to sell them, and I think I'm gonna do 33. Why 33? Because of my love for threes. As you know, my name comes from Renee, Denise, and Felicia, my mom's 3 favorite little girl names. And the fact that Jesus died when he was 33. So I just love threes. And that's a good number. So I'm working now on a design, and I'd like to post it within the next week. with the full prices and everything. And that's the way I'd like to raise money for my podcast to continue, because it's expensive, and all of the guests that I've had, they're not expecting anything, but I've told all of them that I'd like to give them a package of my merch. So, but that's going to cost more money that I don't have. So this will allow me to have the funds needed to buy the merchandise and have it printed up and shipped to them. I'm thinking about doing buy me a coffee, which is much cheaper, and a lot more people will be able to do it, because the majority of people aren't going to have $100 that they can invest in a piece of art. But keep in mind, this is my first time painting my bowling pin since I've had my brain stroke. So, and I'm trying to work that out with precision. And Alex has even made me, he's working on, he's been creating 3D 3D drones and parts. He's made a part to go to his desk as a handle. And he's working on a part for Zon's desk, a handle for her desk. He's making his drones now, and a couple other little things he's made. But he's also making my logo and my first year medallion, all that in 3D. So it's going to be like the logo with the heart on it, and then the first year, 1 year anniversary on the top of the heart. So it's going to be each part stacked on top of each other. Yeah. So, and that'll be tied around the neck. So in case you want to just display your pen, you can do that too. So, but like I say, if you can't afford the $100 or $100 plus shipping, don't forget, you could buy me a coffee. I'll be starting that when I come back next season. As we move, we're going to add, in my next year, I want to be on a actual podcast platform. So I haven't decided which platform yet, but we're narrowing it down, and it'll be on a major platform, podcast platform. So, yep, got a lot of good things happening. And in spite of everything that seems out of control, God is in control, not the devil. The devil has had his way long enough, and I'm tired of his foolishness. He needs to just get on out the way and get back, devil. That's what I'm about to start saying. Get back, get thee behind me. Yep. And in case you guys had noticed, I wasn't up to being seen on this video. So that's why it's not a video. It's just audio. But also, my special guest for next week, I've had to pivot and twist and turn and work things around. And God has been allowing everything to just, even in the midst of chaos, He's allowed it to work out. And I can't wait for you to hear the interview that I have set up for next week, the last Wednesday of the month, on the 25th, as my old friend from high school, my oldest guy friend and his wife, Tyrone and Chantrice Jones. I've interviewed them, and that's going to be my season finale. And then I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, and I'll be back with more power and interesting subjects, because I'm taking time off to revamp my whole podcast. So, but stay tuned. I'll be posting the flyers for my artwork and my buy me a coffee within the next week. Thank you guys. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.